Advice for new geotechnical engineers. All the information provided in this video is shared by Charles Winter. He has been a geotechnical engineer for over 20 years. Here is some perspective for recent college graduates embarking on their first job as a geotechnical engineer. Before you even start with that first job search, you should have a master's degree or higher in geotechnical engineering. We all know there are practicing engineers with just a bachelor's degree, but the companies who have the most exciting projects will require either a MS or a Ph.D. to land an interview. If you do not have an advanced degree coming out of school, plan to go back part-time and earn a master's as soon as possible. Asking for tuition reimbursement in an interview would be better. Now, let's talk about selecting your first employer. There are 3 big items you need to consider. Number 1, find an awesome supervisor. Your supervisor will be your primary mentor and will be the one making assignments and delegating responsibilities. You want someone who A, is technically competent at geotechnical engineering, B, has a personality and attitude conducive to sharing information, insight, and C, has the time to actually mentor. In an interview, ask about their background, their experience, and their mentoring philosophy. Ask how many people the supervisor is directly responsible for. Ask friends who work at the company or at competing firms about the person's technical capabilities and personality. If you don't feel excited about the supervisor, keep on looking. Number 2, resist the temptation to go with the highest bidder. Pay isn't everything. Some positions have high salaries because they are extra demanding, have little support, or are in toxic atmospheres with high turnover rates. Accepting a position where you are prone to burnout or set up for failure is not a good way to enter the profession. Go with the best mentor and the best experience, regardless of the pay. Number 3, find a position that requires a lot of field work. By field work, I mean both exploration, logging, and construction oversight. In my opinion, every geotech needs a year or so of logging borings and test pits and subsequent log preparation to get a feel of how the equipment works. Insight into the behavior of the soil, rock, and the accuracy and precision of the information obtained. Ideally, your employer should have in-house exploration and testing capabilities, so you can develop a rapport with drillers and lab technicians. These people have enormous amounts of knowledge that cannot be conveyed by textbooks, professors, or even senior engineers. Your first position should also have construction site work. You should be given the latitude to learn pretty much everything a construction inspector does, from performing nuclear density tests to subgrade observation, or directing undercutting of soils to observation of driven pile installation and drilled shaft construction. It's difficult to be good at design if you do not understand how things get constructed. The opportunity will also let you learn from experienced contractors the ins and outs of geotechnical construction. After you start your first job, keep the following in mind. Be humble. Don't sit down, be humble. Just because you have a fresh degree, and even if you have taught classes or have done research, does not mean you are an expert. I have seen entry-level engineers with PhDs declare that they are experts on multiple subjects and can tackle practically any assignment. This attitude doesn't bode well with people having decades more experience. In short, you should do more listening, less talking, and practice lots of patience. Also keep in mind, you should accept the occasional oddball assignment. Sometimes your company may need younger, i.e. cheaper, people to do things that have nothing to do with geotechnical engineering. I've cast concrete cylinders and test beams, proportioned bituminous materials, inspected structures, performed traffic counts, been on a survey crew, and did environmental water sampling. All good experiences that, if nothing else, you can include in a future LinkedIn post. It also demonstrates you are a team player. You should also get involved in organizations. Ask in your interview if your potential employer is supportive of entry-level engineers being involved in ASCE at the local level. If they say no, it is a likely sign to run away. Attend local ASCE and Geo Institute meetings and network. ASCE meaning American Society of Civil Engineers. One thing to keep in mind is to get your PE license as quickly as possible. You will find your career limited within 5 years without a PE behind your name. Also, you should reconsider your employment in a couple of years. While a local geotechnical and materials testing firm is a great way to get your feet wet, you may have learned most of what you're going to learn in 2 or 3 years. Use that experience to open up other opportunities. Geotechnical engineers with a couple of years of good experience are a hot commodity on the job market. Don't miss out. Likewise, you should seek opportunities to give presentations. In the beginning of my career, I had a mentor who insisted that I give presentations at local ASCE meetings and to local universities. Although I started out as a nervous wreck, I quickly gained confidence and sharpened my public speaking skills. And presentations don't have to be anything new or revolutionary. Interesting case histories of your projects will